Hello friends, welcome back to my tutorials. In the last video, we installed our first pre-made application in our mobile phones. Now it's high time to learn some widgets to design our first application. In today's video, we will learn the basic widgets that are text view, edit text, button and toast. Let me explain you these things first. Let's understand it simple. You all must have signed in to your email or any other application once or more. This sign in text at the top is a text view, or a text view is something that is displayed to a user. You cannot edit it. And the box which is used to enter your email, where you can type your email, is called an edit text. It is used to take input from the user, and when you enter your email, you press next. This next is a button that triggers some event or performs some action. Lastly, a toast is a small message displayed on the screen for a short period to notify user about some action, like when you press next button after entering a wrong email. A toast like this appears asking you to enter a valid email. So I hope now you all are familiar with these widgets. Now let's create them one by one. Let's go to our design file, that is activity main.xml, and first change the layout to relative layout that I'll explain you later in coming videos. Now remove this already written code to start all new. Every widget we use is to be enclosed in angle brackets. Now enter an angle bracket and type TEX. It will show you all the available widgets starting from these letters. Select text view and press enter. Now the attributes shown up here are common to every widget and entered automatically on its creation. First is the layout height to define the height of a widget, and layout width to define its width. We have two options available to fill in the values of these attributes. First is match parent and second is wrap content. Now notice the design window alongside. Let me magnify it for you. If I fill the value as match parent, it covers the total width of the screen. And if I enter wrap content, it covers only the space required by the text view. Here parent refers to the width of our mobile screen. Next, let's enter the text we want to display. Let it be username. Write the next property as name. It will automatically show it. Press enter and in inverted commas write the text you want to display. What's next? Want to change the color of your text? So enter text color attribute and press enter. There are two ways to create a color. One is enter the hex code of color here in inverted commas. Like for black color it is #00000, or check what's in your stock. Yes, let's go to our resource file, inside values and then colors. Here Android Studio provides us with 3 ready-made colors. We can use these or create a color of our choice. Click the last line, press Ctrl D. The line will be copied. Name your color. Let it be color green and its hex code is #03AC13. You can also Google the hex code of your favorite color. Now go to your design file. Your new color is ready to use. Type green and the list shows up. Click enter. There are many attributes available for one widget. We will cover only the important ones that are used most common. Whatever you want, just type its first two letters and Android Studio is a nice guy. It will show you the list of all the available options. Now our text is stuck at the top. Let's give it a margin. So type margin and it shows you all the margin options available. Margin from top, bottom, left or right, and layout margin to set all the 4 sides together. Choose accordingly. I give it a margin top as 40 dp and left as 20 dp. But my text is so small, so let's give it a bigger size. enter size and type 30dp. Now want to change its font, type font family and it shows you all the available options. Select the family of your choice. I select sans serif light. We will cover the remaining attributes when needed. Now the most important thing, as you need your name to be known to others, to have a unique identity, our widgets also need the same. So let's give it an ID. Type ID and give it an ID of your choice. Let it be text view. So now we are all set to run. Click the run button and see how it appears on your mobile screen. You will notice something like this. Now, since we displayed the name to the user, it's time to get his/her name as input, so we'll use an edit text now. Type angle bracket, type capital ED, choose edit text from the list and press enter. Give its width as match parent, height as wrap content. Here, text will be entered by the user, so we will not use text attribute. Instead, we use hint, so user can now know what to enter. Type hint and in inverted commas write enter your name. Give it a size of 30dp. Now look in the design window. We want our edit text to be below our text view. So type below, select layout below from the list and type the ID of the widget you want it to be below of. So select ID as text view. Now set the layout margins as 10dp, text color as green or give it a color of your choice. Notice the changes in the design window. Give it a font family as sans serif light and most important, its ID as edit text and close the angle brackets. Now let's run the application again. Connect your USB and install it. It appears like this. Let me enter my name in here and that's it. We are done. So we have the user input now. But how could user know that his name has been submitted? So let's now design a button for this purpose. Type an angle bracket and BU, select button, give its height and width as wrap content. We want it to be below our edit text, so write below and select the ID as edit text. Let's put it in the center of the screen, so type center horizontal and its value as true. We can also change its background. Write background and select a color of your choice. Set its text as submit and give it an ID as button and close the angle bracket. And now again run the application to notice the change. And here is it. Now we are done with the designing part. That is the part that was visible to the user. Now we need to work on the part that is visible to a programmer, that is us. We need to get the input from the user and store it somewhere. Our button should also inform the user that his/her name has been submitted. So let's now move on to the coding part. Open your main activity.java file. This file is used to give functioning to the associated XML file. Now we defined our widgets in our XML file. It's time to introduce them to our Java file. So here in our class main activity, define the widgets, but only the ones whose functioning is to be provided. We need the username from edit text and inform user on button click. So let's define these two widgets. Type edit text, select it from the list, give it any name, say edit text. Type button, give it a name, say button and press semicolon. Now it's time to map these two widgets to the widgets of our XML file. or give these widgets their residence address. In the onCreate method, write edit text equal to find view by id, and in brackets write r.id.edit text. This is the address of our widget, and enter a semicolon at the last. Similarly for button is equal to find view by id bracket r.id.button. This button is a resident of our Java file and found its view from this button in XML file. Always remember to do this part whenever you initialize any widgets in Java file, otherwise your app may crash. Now let's get the input from user. Define a string above and name it as name. In this string we want to get the name of user. So in onCreate method type the name of string, that is name, is equal to, which gets its value from edit text dot get text dot toString. GetText method is used to get the text from the defined widget, and toString is used to get the text entered as a string to store it. Now we stored the username. It's time to inform the user. So enter button, select the method set onClickListener from the list on typing set. In bracket enter new view dot select onClickListener, and the default function is auto generated. This onClickListener is always called when user clicks the button and execute the code you write in its onClick method. Like here, we want to inform the user that name entered successfully. That is, we will display a toast now. Type capital T O and select create a new toast from the list. It will be created automatically. Enter the text here in inverted commas that you want to display to the user. So write name entered successfully, and that's it. Let us check. Click the run button and see what happens. Here I enter my name and press submit button, and here is the toast. You can also display the name entered by user in the toast. To do this, beside your text, add a plus sign to concatenate the string of name and type the name of string in which you stored the username, that is name. Change the text to your name is. Also cut paste this line in onClick method so that on button click the string can get the name from edit text and display it in toast. Now let's run it again and see. I enter the name and I get the toast message. That's it. Working with Android Studio is this simple. See you in my next video on some more interesting widgets. Till then, keep watching and keep learning. Subscribe for more such educational content.